Hi, I'm Christine and I sew a lot. Today on Friday Sews, I'm going to give you a little bit of a life update and talk about some of my plans for the future. Now, as I said in my last video, I did not do a lot of sewing in June. I managed to sew in June 2 t-shirts and a pair of pajama shorts and this top, which is the Wilder top, patterned by Friday Pattern Company. Now, this fabric that I sewed it up out of is a fabric that I'm not very fond of, and I'm particularly not fond of this print for this pattern. I think it looks a little bit clownish, and that may be something that has held me back from this fabric, other than it wrinkles a lot. Is that when I picked out the fabric, I looked at it, I liked the colors, I thought the lemons would add some bright summer feeling to an outfit, and it turns out I'm just not that crazy about it. But I do like this blouse. So this was just my muslin, my test version, and it is so comfortable. I think the sizing is right, and I will wear it. I will wear it a lot, but I will enjoy it more in another fabric. Okay, we're going to see how long I last on the porch. It is already quite warm, so I will try to be quick. So we'll see how long I last out here in the heat. It is very warm and muggy today. It just rained. So as I said in my last video, I'm going to do a Sew With Me sewing tutorial on sewing the Taylor romper by Children's Corner Pattern Company. Super cute. I need to get this off in the mail to baby Crider, and we have a few babies that need baby gifts, so I thought this would be a great time to sew those up and do a tutorial. I am going to be using this fabric. It's just some quilting cotton fabric that I have in my stash. Gender neutral. We do not know one of the babies, whether boy or girl, and I think it's suitable for either. And I love a baby in red. So that will be turned into 2 rompers. My other plan, soon after I do that, is to sew up a dress for my cousin Katie's little girl, Hallie. And I have this cotton lawn that has a really nice smooth feel to it. And I think it's so sweet. So I'm thinking of doing the Abigail dress by Violet Field Threads and possibly a pinafore. We'll see. I don't really want to cover up the Abigail. I'm planning on doing some lace down the center, so I'm going to have a think about that. The next couple of sews I plan are sews for me. So I have been talking about the Chalk and Notch pattern, the Wren pattern from Chalk and Notch, and I want to do my first version in this pretty mint and see how that turns out. It's got a little bit of structure to it, which I think would be great for that pattern, but still some drape. And then my next version, after I have a first run through, I am thinking of using this lawn. Very, very pretty. I said I was going to be quick. It is so hot out. So I'm going to go through a little fabric haul I had. I've always been hesitant to do fabric hauls because it sounds so hoardish, big fabric hauls. But I have my justification here. I definitely needed to have some more solids in my wardrobe, particularly for skirts, pants, and shorts. So I needed this. This isn't hoarding. This is fabric I need. So I want to show you something that I do. When I purchase my fabric, I serge the ends. I don't know if you can pick that up. You'll probably pick up my squeaky swing, but I serge the ends. I pop it into the wash. I dry it, and I dry it hotter than how I would dry it as a finished garment, so that if Charlie does me a favor and does some wash for me and throws it into a hot dryer, it's not going to be ruined. I am immediately when I get home from the fabric store, or if I get it in the mail, which is how I've been buying recently, I wash the fabric, I dry the fabric, and I give it a pretty decent iron, fold it up, and I make note of what the fabric is, how much I have of it, and what it cost. And that helps me in deciding whether I want to use the fabric for a project, and if I have enough, I don't have to take it out and then remeasure it. I like to iron as soon as it comes out of the dryer, so that when I'm ready to sew, it's a much quicker. I know some people might say you're wasting your time because it's going to need another iron again before you cut it out. But for me, it goes so much quicker when I'm ready to sew, to go from stash pattern to cut out in a garment if I've already ironed it. So I didn't tell you what that was. So this is some Essex linen blend in denim, and I got this thinking of perhaps a fall or winter Yanta overalls. I'm so in love with the Yanta overalls by Helen's Closet. I can't even tell you. I got 2 3/4 yards of this boardwalk linen navy, this linen and rayon blend. And this, I was thinking skirt with this, maybe a Brumby skirt. The Brumby test that I did, that I had sewn the waistband in upside down, and I was just about unpicking it. Well, we took a very long car trip, and it was only minutes to unpick it. I took the whole waistband and the zipper out. Since I'm cutting out a new waistband, I didn't care about unpicking the facing and so forth. I just took off the waistband and the zipper. I'm so glad I did. So that's going to be a do-over. And I don't think it's going to take a lot of time to do that. And I'm glad I decided to take that out because I really like the fabric. It's the rifle paper fabric that I have. So another linen blend. This is a herringbone blue, again 2 3/4 yards. Seeing a theme here. I wanted enough where I could do maybe like an overall dress or a skirt or some pants. So I have options. I got some French terry charcoal. All of these fabrics that I'm going over now, I got from Hearts Fabrics. They had a really good 20% off sale, and I'm loving the quality of what I got. So this is a charcoal French terry, and I got 2.5 yards of this, with the thought of making some, where'd my mind go? Hudson pants for my husband Charlie, and with 2.5 yards, I think I can get a pair out of this for Charlie and for 2 of our grandsons who really do enjoy their Hudson pants and requested another pair. All right, moving on. I wanted to try this Mirabella knit. I love royal blue. I love blue anyway, but I do like royal blue. I got 2.5 yards, And I was thinking t-shirts with this. Maybe make something for myself, either a t-shirt dress or one t-shirt for me and then something for the grandsons. How's this for going together? This is Koi double brush poly knit. I got 2 yards of this. I have made some Hudson pants for my oldest grandson out of a nightgown that I got off the clearance rack. And it was a little bit thicker than this, but he loved the fabric. It was so soft against his skin, and that's why he's asked for another pair. He says he wears them all the time, and I thought he would enjoy the blue fish. Let's see if you can see that. So it is a little bit thin for pants, so I don't know. I'm torn between making him pants or maybe pajamas out of it for the winter time. We'll see. But I thought he would enjoy it, and maybe I can mix it with that royal blue and get a couple things out of it. Now this I got for Charlie. This is a French terry fleece navy, very soft on the inside, and this navy color, I think he'll enjoy it. And this is going to be some Hudson pants for Charlie. I got 3 yards, so maybe a pair for me too, or again for the grandsons to be his doppelgangers and dress up alike. The next 2 fabrics are all about me. So this is Art Gallery I See You knit, and it is just so funky. This I definitely want to turn into a dress for me with the dark color. I think that's going to be more of a winter. Fall here in South Alabama is still summer. So with this dark fabric, I'm thinking winter. I saw Tamlin with Sewn on the Tie had made a dress, I think it was a dress, or was it a t-shirt? I don't remember, out of this. And seeing it made up, I thought, I think I would really like that. So I picked it up while the sale was going on. And one more for me. This is another Art Gallery Poppy Memories rayon. I have 2.5 yards, so I'm thinking a dress, though I wouldn't mind another top out of this. I love to sew dresses, and I wear a lot of dresses, but my holes in my wardrobe are more tops and pants and shorts that are not exercise. I tend to wear dresses more than anything else, dresses and skirts, but sometimes you want to wear a pair of pants or shorts depending on what you're doing, especially if I'm crawling on the floor with the grandchildren. So that might be a top or might be a dress. I don't know. I loved it. It was $17 a yard, 20% off, so around $14, $15 a yard. And I love Art Gallery fabric, and I thought, I know I can make something beautiful out of that. My last fabric that I want to share with you is a panel from Art Gallery that is space themed. My middle grandson, let's see if you can see that. One panel has a rocket. One is about creativity. And this other one is also space themed with planets. So my middle grandson has declared he wants to be an astronaut. And when I saw that panel, I thought, that would make really, really cute t-shirts for him. So I'm going to use the, I already have a pajama pattern from Violet Field Threads, and I know it's a girl pattern, but with the t-shirt and the pajama top, there's no real gender in that pattern. I think it's called the Brienne pattern. And so I am going to make up a couple of t-shirts. The one in the center, I think that's about creativity. I'll make something for my oldest grandson, and then the two space themed for my middle grandson. So those are some sewing plans in my fabric haul over here. And the life update as to why I did not get much sewing done in June. We have a new granddaughter. She was born in June, and Charlie and I were so lucky to be able to go and spend a week with her. She'd only been home from the hospital for a week, and so it was a real pleasure to go and help out our son and his wife and hold that precious baby. We miss her already. Already thinking about, well, when can we go back? And if more than hinted that we're ready to come back. We refer to ourselves as the day shift so that the kids could get some sleep. And so I let them know the day shift is ready to come back and work. So that's what's going on here. And I'm glad I ran out of fabric because I am so hot. I don't know if you can see the sweat running down my face. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.